Hello, fellow teachers. I am here to introduce you another great website. It's called Readworks.org. This is one of my favorites. This website literally has thousands of worksheets, reading comprehension worksheets. And what makes this great is they start from the kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. So the worksheet is grade appropriate. So whatever grade you're teaching, you're able to utilize those grade levels, but you're able to use the ones level before and above for students who are maybe behind or who are exceeding. So this is a great website, and it does a lot of things and to help you to teach as well as implement ESL into your classroom. I use Readworks as a supplement to the content materials that I'm using in the textbooks, and so I would utilize this in my classroom, since depending on if the school that I'm teaching at has the ability to have digital content, so meaning that if they have a laptop or they have computer lab, I will use the digital class as a way to push these assignments in. So currently I'm able to do that, but you can do it traditionally as well. So print these worksheets out for the students if they're not if you're working at a school or working with students who can't afford a laptop, or if they don't have a computer at home. And of course you can also do it in class through a projector. And so the content material is vast, and so I mean they cover STEM, social studies, arts, poetry, literary fiction, holiday events. So you name it, you can use and find some of the articles to supplement whatever you're teaching in social studies, science, and literature. And it's or you can use it as a standalone ESL reading material. And so let's dive right into what this website provides. And students log in just before we enter separately. So you as a teacher must sign up an account, but the students sign in separately and they enter the class code that you set up in your account setup. So once we get into the actual website, this is the main page that brings you up, and on the left hand side you're going to see subdivisions of the article. So if you click on it, it will help you narrow the search for you. And so if you scroll down a little bit, here is where you're going to choose the articles from your grade level. So if you are, I want to show you one from the lower level and one of the upper level, so you can see the kind of the difference. If you take a look, as you can see, there's just literally hundreds of them. So let me scroll down to show to you. As you can see, just these are pages. Each pages have like 20 to 30. So as you can see, there's just hundreds on each page in each grade level. So let me pick one for you. So as you can see, they're divided by lexile and number of words. They'll say if it's fiction or nonfiction, and K through first grade in this one, and this is first grade. So let's click all about money, and it will bring up to the article page here. So as you can see, the article for the younger level is very short. Obviously for the younger kids, it's not too long. One of the features they have in all the articles is this audio player.
All about money. Money can be coins. Money can also be paper.
So in all the articles from K through 12, they're going to have it. And those are for students who maybe ESL learners, or they just want to hear the audio of the articles play for them. Because if there's some vocabulary words they don't know how to pronounce, this will help them to learn that. And so having almost like a digital teacher's assistant in class. One of the features they have is they introduce vocabulary words, so you can actually work on the vocabulary words in class or on their own. And the great thing is they give you the definition and the audio so they can listen to the audio, but they also put the words in a sentence so they can show them in context how to use them. Then this is the bread and butter, I think, of Readworks.org, the question sets. The question sets as they pertain to the article as they answer. This one has 3 A, B, C. On the kindergarten one, there's only like A and B. Some of the first grade will only have A, B. In the upper grades, you will have A, B, C, and D, multiple choice. So this one actually has 8 questions. And students actually, this one, I'm surprised they actually have them write a written question. But you can do it in class, or you can assign it this way. So when you assign it, you click on the button here. You click on whatever feature you want to give them in the digital, audio, vocabulary, and then which class you want to. You can do the entire class. That means all the students will get this particular article, or you can do specific students. And the reason for that is if you're doing differential instructions in your classroom, you can choose certain students to get certain levels of reading materials and other students have other reading materials. So again, they work on their ability to push them ahead. Then of course you can pick the date when it's due and then publish to Google Classroom. If you use a LMS service, I recommend using whatever you use in your classroom. But this integrates it with Google Classroom. Then just hit assign and it will assign the worksheet for them. Now, if your students cannot get access to a computer, just hit the print button and do the same thing. Vocabulary, what do you want to say? Don't hit the answer key because you're going to give them an answer key, but you do need one for yourself in order to correct the paper, and then go ahead and hit print. And it's going to look something like this. I printed out a 5th grade, so I'll show you later on, but as you can see, is it printed out? It's a nice format. Then at the end, they're going to print out, obviously, the questions. There it is at the end. And I'll show you where match up the 5th grade here when I go back here. So I'm going to go back to my content, and I'm going to go back to 5th grade. So I'll show you why. And then there it is, Life Under the Nazi. And then I hit that print button, and it's going to get me a PDF file. So as you can see, it just nicely print out, and you can give that to the students. So it's really nice that you were able to do administer these worksheets multiple levels depending on the students' needs as well. And here is the projector mode. So if you click on projector mode, and again, if you in your classroom, read it as a class and be able to supplement your content, whatever you're teaching. And there's the icon button for bookmarking. And so if I want to save it to my list, I have my list. Because if I'm going to teach this again next year, I don't want to search through the entire database, so I already have it. So if you're doing a digital push, here's the assignment progress. Here's what happens. So all the students' assignments will be posted here, and this will tell me who did what. So if you click on class result, it'll tell me who completed the worksheet. So as of right now, my students have all completed their worksheets. As you can see, they're different levels, 6th grade, but this one is 9th through 10th, and so you're wondering why is a 9th, 10th reading material given to a 6th grader? Well, the students were able to comprehend. They have built up their abilities this year to the point where they're able to master with 80% accuracy or higher, be able to read high school level materials. And some students actually are reading at 11th and 12th grade in my classroom right now. So as you can see, differential instruction doesn't just simply mean helping students who are struggling, but also helping those gifted students to move ahead. And if I'm able to do that, why not? And so I used Readworks as a method to push students ahead, to help them grow much faster or higher level abilities, even though I'm teaching 6th grade content materials throughout the board. But as you can see, some students have 5th grade and some students are reading at 3rd grade. So again, these are students I would help struggle in class, or not struggle, but help in class. And so these students who are grade level or higher, they're on their own because they're able to do it on their own. So they have learned the ability to adapt, learn the ESL techniques that I've taught them, and they're able to utilize them and on their own. And so these students are the ones that I usually go one-on-one to help them in classroom. So let me show you, if you click on the class result, the names will come up, and this is what will come up. And I blurred out the names for obvious reasons. And so as you can see, the red indicate you'll have these multiple choice. The red indicate they got the answer wrong. The green means it's correct. These will be blue here until you click on this. Grade these. If you click on it, it will take you to their actual answer submission, and you grade their written response. And so you can grade it, is it correct, incorrect, or given 50% points. So it's up to you. And then when you log out, this is their final score. So in this case, they got 7 out of 10. So this is how you score them, either through paper or through digitally. And so this is a great, like I said, teaching tool that I use in my classroom to supplement my content materials in class. And so, but if I'm teaching ESL, I will use this standalone. So meaning I will assess them, see where their abilities are, and I will use these as a method to help my students grow. And so what I mean by that is helping them with the fluency in phonics. If students are reading this and they're not able to read this word, photographs, I would then spend time helping them learning those. So I do a lot of one-on-one with my students when to the ESL. If there's certain vocabulary words they don't know, I have them circle it. If there's a word that they don't know pronounce, I have them underline it. So again, I have them read this and I count the mistakes that they make based on fluency, stopgap. There's other mistakes that they can make. Then I have helped them and they try again until they get it correct. Vocabulary, other things, and help them with the vocabulary words in there and help them with the comprehension. Again, just to this this website is just great resources for you to have, and it's free. And so whenever you get a chance, if you come across this website, please utilize it in your classroom. See how the benefit it gives you, and I hope it will be just another addition to your tools that we can put in and to help your students grow. So hopefully I was able to help you, and I wish you the best of luck.